being here this afternoon. I know it's a beautiful day out, and there's nothing better than some Carolina sky, right? I don't know which is bluer, North Carolina or South, but it's pretty close here on the line, so we appreciate you guys. It's great to join you here and learn a little bit more about your community. I got to say, it's something new I've not heard of before, but I think it's an amazing thing what you're doing. And as I shared with Joe, when I read about what you were meeting about, I was honored because it immediately connected with my beliefs that we have to keep the memory alive of those that have served and sacrificed for our nation. And I think by and large America has gotten it wrong for the last 40, 50 years. We've made a change over the course of the last 10, and we've really seen some real significant support going towards veterans. It's almost a popular thing, if you will. I think what has become unpopular is the belief in the song of Star Spangled Banner and the words that it is telling us, the story that it's communicating with us. And I'll just reflect back a little bit over your program here, and in the process I'll intertwine what we do and what we believe. And I'm here today as a combat wounded veteran. I served in Iraq in 2004, that the words of that song are still true today. The bombs are still bursting. The rockets still put off a red glare. And they're impacting the homes and lives of families right here. Yeah, they're impacting people around the world. They make a significant difference wherever they're at, but they affect us right here at home. When I deployed to Iraq, what I learned in that process was relatively simple. Every single man or woman, whether you're a soldier, sailor, airman, guardsman, regular army, active duty, inactive, it doesn't matter. You just want to go home. And what we fight for, I think, is also in the words of our Pledge of Allegiance and our Constitution, that really it speaks about freedoms and beliefs, and that's what we all fight for. That's what we all deploy for. And when you come home, you want to live out those very values. And I believe that they're consistent values from the time of the Revolution to the War of 1812, to the war between the states, to the Korea, World War I, II, Mogadishu, Grenada, Bosnia, Kosovo. I could probably name off a few dozen others, and there's probably a dozen or so I can't even pronounce their names. But the reality is that there are men and women standing in the line of freedom today. The problem really comes down to, what are we going to have tomorrow? I think tomorrow we can gain that picture and that insight by asking how we're treating today's veterans. And while I think it's very honorable to read the names of the men and women that are buried in the cemetery, I don't want my name just to be left to be read. But while I'm here, I want to be connected, because here is what I was fighting for. No different than each one of you. And as we come home, what does that picture look like? What is that pursuit of happiness look like? What does that freedom look like? Is it just being able to say whatever you want and complain, or is it to be able to have some basic access and live with some basic dignity within your home and your land and your community that you so rightfully love? And that's what I believe it is. I think it's really sad when in 2010 Vietnam took more limbs because of Agent Orange than all the bombs and all the IEDs in Iraq and Afghanistan combined. The reality is Vietnam still suffers more by pure numbers. They outnumber my generation by 30%. Where should our focus and support be? But unfortunately, we're driven by the media in this belief that somehow younger is better. Somehow missing a limb is more. And there's a lot of veterans that are suffering. And I commend you, sir, for getting to read your letter. It's hard. Could not echo more clearly 10 minutes would take an hour. You can't explain what happens in just a few moments to help you have any comprehension of combat. Just imagine the most inhumane things that one person can do to another. So when you think about coming home, you think about peace, tranquility, friendships, relationships. But so often what we have is a disconnect. And I'll put it like this, and I'll close with this. When I came home, I felt different. The reality was, I felt bad. Probably just like many of you that are veterans here today. And probably just like many of the family members here today, you recognize that difference. And we kind of washed off of, well, I had this different experience than you had, so naturally I'm a little different. But when that difference is validated by your friends and your family, it validates the feeling of being bad. That's not who we want to believe that we are. That's not how we were raised. That's not who our friends and family expect us to be. We need to feel good. And I think to feel good is really simple. I think that every human being wants three simple things. They want to be seen, they want to be heard, and they want to know they matter. Today we're here representing these veterans in the cemetery, that they matter. If they matter enough to recognize them when they're not here, how much more so should they matter to recognize them while they're living? Our organization does that by helping them with their house, be able to get in and out with a wheelchair and a ramp, to be able to go to the bathroom, on their own, with a little bit of dignity, just to be able to live comfortably in their home and be able to afford it. In the process, there's probably people here in your community that need that support. By all means, please check out our website. I got some literature for you. I do have some books for the veterans that are in the room. I'd be happy to give you a copy of our book, Wounded Homecoming, and I'll have those set over here on the pew on the little side. So thank you all very much for having me out today. Again, I commend you for what you have going here. It's a great thing, and keeping that memory alive is most important. As General George Washington said in a letter to the Continental Congress shortly after his first term, if we want to have an army going forward, we better let the people see how we're going to treat those men and women that have already served. Let's not let them go around begging. Thank you.
John, thank you again, and thank you for your service as well. And like you said, there's some information down here. We welcome everybody to come down and pick something up, learn a little bit more about Purple Heart Homes. At this time, we're going to go ahead and retire the colors, and most of you know how the routine goes. We'll move to the graveyard out here. We encourage you to stand beside a grave with a flag. We'll fire a salute, taps will be played, and just leave the flags in place. We used to take them up at the end of the meeting today, but we're going to leave them out there until the end of Memorial Day weekend. So if y'all would rise, we'll retire the colors.